Huge round of applause.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I think today my audience is so amazing because get to see me 3 times, right? So the morning we have the Women for Women conference launching, and we have the signing ceremony for the legal team, and definitely now we have the Facebook Live. I didn't want to change the Facebook Live because it's a fixed schedule, and today we have the awesome Penny Choong will be our guest today. And that's why you still see me wearing the same suit. I hope that you like it. And definitely today is going to be amazing too, because we're going to discuss a lot, more in depth with Penny regarding, how is it like for her to be the founder of Penny Essentials and the leader of Savvy Oilers, one of the largest essential oil community in Malaysia, to talk a little bit more about her industry and how she will use personal branding at her advantage. We are in the house, right? It'll trouble you to just like, comment, and share this Facebook Live so that more people get to see this Facebook Live. And of course, saying hi to all my friends that just joined, Lisa, Carano, and of course, Carano say that you like my grandmother's hairstyle. Of course, this one is done by Datin Tim, right? So this is called Karipok hair. Now, please do me a favor, like, comment, and share. I'm going to invite Penny very soon to come in, and we got to talk about her industry and also talked about how does she apply personal branding in her industry. Okay, without much ado, before you all go, when Penny comes in, please remember to give her as much like and as much love as possible. Is it all right? Okay, without much ado, let us invite Penny Choong. Yay! Hi! Come, sit down. Penny, I think today you're so quite energetic because you have spent the whole day from the morning all the way until evening. How is it like to be level 10 at this moment at the 8:30 still level 10? Maximum already. Because I'm quite sure tonight you are going to sleep very, very well, isn't it? Okay? Okay, now Penny, tell us a little bit about Penny Essential and these Savvy Oilers, right? Just give us a brief about this.
Savvy Oilers is a community of 30,000 people, basically oilers, and we all strive to achieve better health together. It's a movement.
Oh, I see. So it's all regarding on the oil essential oil.
Yes.
Yeah, it has a lot of benefit. And I see that you are very hardworking because during this MCO, you start to bake cakes with essential oil. You also start to do what you call that? Bread.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And one more thing, I think I have it here. You have
You do.
you have this so personalized. You have this peppermint dark chocolate that you have the pen. You use that essential oil of that, and you know what? I can finish it one bar by myself.
Oh,
At one moment, and it's going to be fattening, right? Now, tell us a little bit about this. This so interesting because we talk about relationship building. I think that you've done a great work by doing this because there's a lot of work to do this chocolate. Why chocolate, and why you decide to do this as a relationship building?
Everyone loves chocolate. And I love this particular company because when we work together to make the recipe, it's about, it's true to our values as well.
Mm-hmm.
Highest purity in terms of grade of oils, and they don't use insecticides, pesticides, and all that. So great quality beans.
So eat already will not get fat up.
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
That's what people say, but I don't believe it. I still think that somehow the dark chocolate is also very, but it's okay because at least you are eating good quality products, right?
Yes.
So,
but
yeah.
But we also do not use any other artificial, extracts or flavoring.
Right.
What we do use is basically essential oil natural flavoring.
So that's the one that you gave me your bread and you put your essential oil flavoring inside, which is edible and definitely it kind of like healthier choice.
Well, it's so much easier. Like sometimes I don't have orange or rosemary or lemon,
right.
and I just use it in my cooking as well, because these are flavoring and they are naturally from the plant itself.
But how much do you actually want to do that?
Not very much. You don't need a lot. Like
just a dash of it.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Now you're looking so gorgeous in this pastel purple, right? And you're involved in our Women for Women conference launch this week. How was it? You like it?
Wow.
Yeah,
amazing. when you told me that you running this,
right, and
you like to invite me to be your associate partner,
right.
I was like, without thinking, like, yes, I'm in.
You know what? They today, I think everyone, because today is the first day of the end of MCMO, right? So when we decided to do it today, we didn't realize that it's going to be a very good day, and almost everyone is celebrating today. And I find that we have selected a great day to launch it. At the same time, we also do our signing ceremony, and we have our live today. And I think that that's amazing because the whole idea is as long as we keep on doing what we are doing, applying what we learned during the MCO, I think we are still moving with the crisis. Like we don't go like backward or we don't go hiding from the crisis, but rather than we move forward.
We keep staying in motion.
Right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so now let us go into our first question. First question will be, do you remember where you first met?
Of course.
Okay, tell me.
Exactly, almost exactly at this spot, right?
Yeah.
In your office.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I think if I'm not mistaken, one of my high flyer awardees, right? So introduced you to our environment. And you came to listen to my sharing, all right? But I still remember that you did decide to join my platform, but you kind of disappear for a time being before you really come back, right?
Yeah.
And why is the decision of disappear for quite some time?
So I was busy with work, with my team and all, and I had traveling to do. But when I signed something, I got to finish it. So it was a little late, right? But
better late than never. Why don't you just a little bit in so that you can be in this screen? Okay. Now when you say that you came late, but the thing is, after you came and then kind of build trust, we kind of like do it quite fast. You start to get involved in a lot of projects and things like that. And I call myself a blessing because that part itself is I feel that I'm so blessed to have different people that trust us in this journey, and we do it together, and we kind of like grow together from there. Like before that, let us say hi to some people that just joined. Hello, and if you're in the house, just like, comment, and share this Facebook Live so that more people will like it. And definitely we say hi to, you have your Cindy. Cindy is your
My
friend,
team,
your
yeah,
team.
yeah.
I say our diamond leader manager. Yeah, see, your fan base are very, very nice. And we had Yvonne. Yvonne was just with us just now. Hi, Yvonne.
Hi,
And
Yvonne.
how? And then the rest. So, Karano, you have some questions for us. Definitely, we will be answering it later to you. We have Roy. Roy, hi. Hi. So, thank you for joining. So, remember to like, comment, and share. And definitely, we are able to show, the more in-depth on Penny Choong on how she used her personal branding at her advantage. Now, here itself, when I ask you, during this M0, I like to ask is what realizations, what we call it aha moment or the wake-up call that you have, that you discover about yourself?
First of all, I suddenly realized I got baking skills.
Oh!
Or maybe my oven can bake.
Yeah, I think it's the baking skills.
Okay.
Because I did receive the love from you also. Yeah, and it was so delicious. You know what is the funny part? The funny part is I love cream cheese so much. And then you told me by the time, so I took picture of me eating the bread, and then you told me, wow, you eat the half of the bread. Do you know that there's the whole slab of butter inside? I was like, sweat. It's like butter with cream cheese with more butter. Okay, come.
I think in terms of work, I like you said, we've got to stay in motion.
Right.
And I realized I've got to change the way I do things.
Right.
Yeah, and it's very important. Like, back then, we do a couple of Zooms.
Yes,
so
yes,
during
yes.
MCO, that's the only way to stay in touch with people.
True.
And to show, I realized also it's very difficult to show love, care. Sending care packages, reaching out, calling, Zooming. These are the realizations I have during.
See, I have to acknowledge that you have done a great job in terms of relationship building, because the part of you sending your love through the bread, which you also have essential oil being used in that. It's kind of like building relationship with your product, but without showing that it's so it's so direct. I think that one is amazing. I received a lot of love throughout this M0. I would say that yours is my top 3 in terms of effort, because you see, you are not buying bread for others. You are making bread for others. That is already number 1. While you are there, you are pushing your product inside. And number 3, you have your own chocolate. I think all these things is what we call relationship building, but at the finest, because it's all going to all the small little details. And you choose one part is food, chocolate, bread, which is our day-to-day necessity.
Essential.
Yeah. So that part itself, I have to acknowledge. I do feel that it's a lot of effort compared to just a random item.
So can I quiz you now? How many breads and cakes do you think I baked over the MCO season?
Oh, I'm not sure. How about 50?
About 60.
60?
Yes.
Oh my God, 60
Yeah.
bread. It's
Yeah.
almost like, how to say, like every 2 days you make one.
Some days I make 3.
Some days you make 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
it takes
amazing.
about 3 hours.
True.
Because I don't
But
have
it's
commercial
really
kitchen.
worth it. You know why is it worth it? Because people remember. And when you send them with your handwritten note, that kind of like people take picture, people take photo, that is a very good branding exercise already.
But I learned that from you.
Oh.
No, serious. I like how you put, and I've been to so many of your events, right? I like how you put your heart into it and personalize everything. So there is a flavoring range to our essential oils.
Right.
And a lot of misconception is, you diffuse or you burn, But I do care for my friends,
Right.
and it's just a very nice way of showing them
Right.
how it can be used. So I've actually learned from you.
Oh, they will learn from each other. I think what most importantly is personalized, right? Personalized. You caught people off guard, right? So because before MCO, nobody thought that you can cook.
Yeah.
Nobody thought you can bake. So this one caught off guard, which the surprise element is really a lot more than the rest. So I have to acknowledge that. Great job, Penny. Okay, so I also realize that you have a lot of inner talent, right? But I think that one thing good is you know that the Zoom is very technical, very digital. You somehow use the part of the baking cake to make the humane touch, that kind of like blend it together. I like that because really moving forward, it's getting a lot more difficult into building relationship. And with your this kind of you keep on doing it, you will gain a lot of followers, which is going to be very loyal to you. Yeah. Okay. So to your audience in the house, so remember, bake more cakes for me. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. Now, because like this week we are heavily talking about women empowerment. Now, as a woman, right? As a woman, I think you look it from a woman perspective. What do you think of some of the judgmental remarks that are trending on the social media? You know that we are talking. The trending one is like the Black Lives Matter. The trending one is like how people kind of judging a lot of people online. Okay, there's also a trending about sexist going online. So what do you think about all these judgmental remarks that's going online as a woman?
From my perspective, I felt that sometimes these comments are kind of unkind, and we don't know what's the person reading feeling about it, and it sometimes causes a lot of anxiety, social depression, and we don't know what will happen to them.
Right. Correct. So I think you say up a very good point now. Sometimes we judge without knowing that person. So, I every time I talk about this topic, then it becomes like very argumentative, very arguable, right? Can you judge without knowing that person? I think
it's tough.
It's tough, right? It's very tough, right? Because we don't know what is going on, right? And how can we judge without realizing the full thing of it?
Yeah.
We are only judging based on the surface part that we are seeing, isn't it? Right? So
only the part where they, the photo or one line comment that they write. Yeah, that's all.
Well, it's very tricky, right?
It's very tricky.
Now, let me share with you one scenario that I have, that that there is this this video that going on that is talking about promoting Malaysia that won the international award. Do you realize there's this? This is a visit Malaysia video. It was beautifully designed, and they won this international award. And everyone is commenting, complimenting it. And suddenly, when I asked, "Hey, what do you think?" Ask some of my friends, "What do you think of it?" Now, I think 80% say good, but 20% suddenly say that, "Oh, it's annoying," or "It's too long," without acknowledging the fact of the effort being put there. So I find that number one, I think we put judgmental aside, but I guess is we are too soon to give our opinion or our feedback to that without saying, without acknowledging the effort of it.
Yeah.
Which bring back to another scenario is, let's say we have kids, and our kids come back with 5 A's and 1 C, we straight away say, why you get 1 C? But we never acknowledge the 5 A's.
That's true.
So most of the time that we don't like people to say that on us, but we have the tendency to say that on other people. So I think here itself, this topic is very trending, especially for my environment, is because I really think that we really must be very mindful each time any words that come out from our mouth.
This is what they call cyberbullying, and I had a quick read about it, and I came to know Malaysia is actually top 6 in terms of cyberbullying, and it's actually top 3 in terms of after fraud, cyber fraud, as well as privacy intrusion. So it's actually quite major.
Quite major.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what causes it, but if let's say by putting someone down or laughing at other people make you feel more mighty about yourself, then I think that we should not do that, because it's nothing nice to do about, right? And I still remember that I also read about this article where one of the Korean artists, I think artists, I'm not sure, but someone famous, her name is Barbie. But she suddenly have an influx of Malaysians laughing at her because her name is Barbie. But then she tried to protect herself by saying, I don't know your language and I don't need you to judge me on that. So that creates so much of, new or unnecessary.
Yeah.
What do we care?
Yeah.
How can
Why do we even say that?
correct? Why do we even use our own opinion to judge other people, right? So here itself, like what I say, we touch on this topic. We always say, if you like something, you acknowledge, you say good about that, we are great. We totally agree on that. But if you don't like something because there's your own perspective, I think safely we can just keep it to ourselves, right? Because we don't need to share. Because I am very mindful of the likability. Like if you could share it publicly on the social media, which also a reflection of who you are. So I would find that part is we have to be a bit mindful. What do you think about it?
I agree.
Yeah.
And I especially like the post that you wrote about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, which
It's
one?
about kindness.
Yeah,
You know? I can't go out.
Right. Yeah,
Someone might be thinking, I can't go out because of MCO.
Right.
Be kind.
Right.
Someone might be thinking, I can't stay in.
Right.
You know, be kind.
Right.
You know, whether you can go out, can stay in,
Right.
can do this, can.
Right.
Everyone has their different perspective.
Correct. So hope all of us we understand the meaning that in the current world with the crisis, with the social media, with so many negative remarks going on, I think it's our job to do our best to spread as much positivity as possible, right? Even though when we don't see, we see that there's not much of positivity, there's still something we can see as positive as possible to pull it out, talk about it, and that's what the least we can do for this society, and the least we can do for ourselves to make sure that our environment will keep on positive, right? Okay, now in this part itself, what do you think is when we talk about positioning of women in the society, it can be from career perspective, it can be what do you think about women position in society?
I think if you ask me that question, I believe we need more.
Right?
Yeah, we need more voices from from the female perspective, from the lady perspective. I'm happy that I'm actually seeing more in the recent times, probably in this year or so. But I would love to see even more. Yeah.
Right. So here itself, we want to have a lot more women voices, because sometimes that women voices, the more women voices, we can see people from different perspectives, isn't it? Because perspective is very important for us to see things from a different society level, different opinion, rather than see it from a man's perspective of things.
I think because also our challenges are different.
Right.
Biologically, we are, made differently.
Right.
So from a different perspective, it will be more richer.
Right. Okay, so now I also understand that I just say. Okay, so now how about women empowerment? We talk about women empowerment. This morning we have interviewed you, right? So what is your answer for the women empowerment?
Can you ask that again?
Why is women empowerment to you?
What's women empowerment to me? Basically, it's helping women wherever they are, whatever they do, realize their dream. That's what women empowerment is.
Okay. Because it's very important to me that here itself is when we have a voice, we make sure that the voice is being heard. We don't judge whether it's a bad voice or good voice. The most important things, at least we know that whenever we speak, we are being heard.
Yes.
I think that is very important, because the moment that is being taken out from you, you almost don't even want to even try.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of people are being suppressed into that. I personally feel that women need to have more voices so that they know that we are always here to hear, to be there.
And support, right?
Support, yeah. Okay, very amazing. I also and I also understand that you also do very well in Young Living. Very, very well. I think you are the top 10 right? Top 10,
One
top
of,
5, one of the top 10.
Yes.
Okay, which is bring back is one of the network marketing.
Yes,
Right.
that's right.
How do you do it when you know like so many people are talking about MLM stuff and things like that? How do you do that?
Oh, well, what helps a lot, of course, the product is good.
Right.
So half the battle is won already. Another thing is, I think, focusing on needs,
Right.
focusing like on women, right? On the problem and how we help them.
Right.
So over here we focus on health, right? And helping them support their wellness and support their health.
True. At the same time, I think because you are me, I always think that you are different kind of leader. You lead by example. And then you lead by example, no hard sell. I think that's why you are so good in terms of building your branding, building your team. I think people like you because of who you are. And I think that you have done a great job in that. And you deserve to be acknowledged as a great leader in terms of this network marketing. Now, of course, I also understand that you are also one of the master mentor, one of the mentor that is going to support Datin Minilu for the Women and Women Conference. Now, we met Datin Minilu for a couple of times. How does it feel like to be working alongside Datin Minilu?
Wow, Datin Winnie is very, very inspiring.
Right.
Despite her success,
Right.
she is very down to earth.
Right.
And she's always willing to share.
Right.
Very knowledgeable. So, she this morning, we had this conversation. She's like, "I want to learn from you." She said that to me, and I'm like, Datin, I want to learn from you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that you'll see that the humility part and the woman empowerment, I think there's so much you can learn. I think when you embark into this journey, I have to say, for you as a woman, you will learn more from her than from me, because she's a woman that she knows how to play her part in all the roles and still make it in every environment.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that one is so hard to
She's
master.
very real. Because we have friends now on Facebook and all that, right? So you see that she's a mother,
Right.
she's a grandmother,
Right.
she plays a role as a wife,
Right.
and she's also a very successful entrepreneur.
And empowering at the same time.
Yes.
So she knows how to play her role very well.
Yeah.
So you definitely will be there with the right guidance from her, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward. And the thing is, I'm actually looking forward to learn so that I can bring it back
Okay.
to
share.
To share. Yeah.
Sharing is caring, right?
Yes.
So, guys out there, if you want to find out more about the Women in Women Conference, we'll be announcing the information very soon, which means either by this week, definitely by this week, on how you can participate in this Women in Women Conference. Now, if you're in the house, just remember to like, comment, and share. Thank you for joining us. You know what's the thing? It's already at the end. Can you believe that? And we just start, we're almost at the end, right?
Yeah.
So every time when any of my guests come, they'll say that, oh, you know what? It's like, oh, we are so excited to start. By the time we just start, it's like now I look at the clock, it's almost 9 o'clock already.
Yeah.
But other than that, Penny will be seeing a lot of you very soon, especially the ladies who are participating with us at the Women and Women Conference. Now, next week, we are going, oh, no, because, sorry, you know why? It's my fault. Because we start at 8:30. That's why I was wondering, how come? So many questions that we go to. Okay, calm down. I always say in my company, calm down. Let's say, this is called calm down, Cantonese is called langzeng. Okay? So we realized that there is a time change because we start from 8:30, so we'll finish at 9:30. So we still have half an hour more. Phew!
I see a lot of comments.
See, make my teams will be very, very, very stressed because of it. Now we have some of the. If you have any questions, you can always share. I'm more than happy. And Mr. Lim, Casey Lim will say, "Woman helping woman, woman with superior." Right? Okay. And of course, Karano. Wow.
A lot.
Okay, we have Brian in the house. We have Rina Zabaya. We have Mayu. Okay. Hi, everyone. Kiran. We have Roy and Chin. So if you want to just say hi to me and like, comment, and share so that we can talk a lot more of this with Penny regarding about her, how she apply personal branding, especially in the network marketing environment. Now tell me a little bit since we have another half an hour. Okay, so Casey, how are you applying personal branding in general in terms of your industry?
Uh,
What are the things that you have done?
Quite a few communications, and I was talking to Lion this morning. I was just talking to Lion this morning. Something very simple like dressing, right? It's part of communication,
Right.
and dressing is it's a type of communication, and if you meet people, you want to be approachable, right? So basically, brand yourself in a way where it is more approachable. Dress in a way that it's more appropriate, So that's one way. And I always like the personal touch.
Personal touch.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I would actually, if it's a postcard, I really want it really handwritten.
Yeah. I received that. It's very, very good gesture.
Because I mean, I can easily type,
Right.
right? I can easily send an email,
Right.
but nowadays nothing beats handwritten notes.
Handwritten, and it's written so nicely with the right personalized content. Yeah, people love that. Yeah, because we back to basic.
Yeah. So those are some of the things I learned from you.
So you touch on communications, you
Yeah.
touch on dressing,
Yeah.
you touch on personalized, right?
Yeah.
So most people, like, we touch on communication, we touch on dressing. I think a lot of people were able to master that, right? But we talk about personalized. Why do you think that a lot of people having issue on mastering the part of personalizations?
Maybe because of time.
Right?
They feel that they don't have enough time. They want to quickly get it done, So for me, I'm like, if I've got 10 quality, people I engage with,
Yeah.
That's more important
Right.
than having 100 and then I don't know them or they
Right.
don't know me.
Because it's quality over quantity.
Yes.
Correct or not? Now, we say time. You're right about that because we are living at the age of we want to do things fast. But we forgot that the people that we are dealing with is human. Like if we treat them like our friend, like another individual, we would not do a lot of things to them. But if we treat them like a number, then we start to do a lot of things that is not personalized to them.
Yes, you're
Isn't
right.
it? Correct?
You're right.
So therefore, in builds like this, I don't mind that we are not fighting for quantity, but at least we are fighting for quality. The quality of friendship, the quality of fan base, the quality of follower, the quality of clients, the quality of support.
Yes.
So sometimes we don't need to have so many people around us, frankly speaking. But if we have the quality, the diehard fans around us, I think that speaks a lot. But how to get that? You almost need to give personalized treatment to every one of them. And that takes us a lot of time, which they acknowledge it because that is called effort.
Also because I think when you personalize, it touches that person. You have that special relationship and special bond with that person. Imagine the card that I wrote to you.
Yeah.
It's
Itself, I also feel when you're receiving the WhatsApp message, please do a favor if you forward it or not. Like you have some messages coming to you is here, nothing, and then the message. It's almost like you're forwarding the message.
Some people actually just forward the whole message.
The whole
then
message.
The forward word comes out as well. Yeah.
Correct. So I think all these things not so nice, right? What do you think? Right? Because if you want to do that, I'd rather you don't do that at all.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, you do a quality thing. You want to do something, you do a personality, effort thing. If you don't do it, then don't do it. Because if you do that, right, I will minus point more than plus points to you. Don't think so?
Luckily, I personalized
but what do you think about that? It's like certain things that you do, you're almost creating a negative branding to you rather than positive branding. Because if you just forward me a message that with other people names and things like that, I will feel that you bossing long, don't hard out. You're one of the many numbers out there.
That is true.
That-
Yeah.
then I give you minus point than someone who never give me anything.
Yeah, that's actually worse, right?
Right.
Then,
Correct.
Yeah.
So I always say this, like even in my environment, if you want to do something, you do with effort. If not, don't do it. Because it will be counter attack you by giving you negative points.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's
Is it?
true. Yeah.
So don't do better than you. Okay. Now we also talk about this new norm, right?
Yeah.
Now you also, that's why you apply the different relationship building, which is great activity there. Now, how do you define moving forward in terms of networking? Networking, because I think networking will be different, right?
Yeah.
For the
very,
past
very
and now, what do you think?
I think we've got to be very creative in terms of network. Like, before MCO, we have events to go to, and events can host a lot of people, Now with our MCO, you won't see events coming up, right? And even then, the number of people is also less. So I think we need to be a lot more creative in relationship building.
Right. So the idea itself, what are the things of creativity that you can think of? What do you think?
Like what you did this morning.
Okay.
The hybrid launch was
Right.
very creative, whilst having while launching an event online. But there's also a offline presence, where we can actually still get to know each other. I get to know the other mentors, and I get to spend time learning from the other mentors as well. So those are really good as well.
But the thing is, like, it's going to be small number, and
Yes.
it's going to be very quality over the thing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's take a look of who else is in our Cindy. Cindy, you'll say, of course, you'll say one of our newest diamond leader being interviewed by Hi-Fi Asia. We have Mei Wu, must be your your follower, Rina Zaba. And Brian Lee, as usual, thanks you for supporting us.
Thanks, Brian.
Casey. And let's hear if you have any questions that you can please feel free to ask us. Now, please feel free to like, comment, and share this posting also, so that more people will be get more beneficial for it. Now, can you share with us a little bit? I know that we have shared it in early during the launching. Can you share what are people are going to expect from this Women for Women conference?
So many things.
Yeah.
My journey.
No, the Women for Women conference.
Yeah.
What are they going to expect? What are the audience going to expect if they join the Women for Women conference?
50 over, career women out there,
Right.
basically, right? Sharing their journey, sharing their, how they've been through it, how
Right.
they're going through it successfully,
Yeah.
learning from them directly,
Right.
from different industries. So 50 women, and all 50 in career. So that's one of the biggest things that.
And definitely, we also have person branding trips, and we also got you to share like behind the scenes about how to be more holistic in terms of being a leader. I think that's so amazing. So if you're in the house, if you like this, can you please like, comment, and share so that you. So let us test a little bit. If you are big fans of Penny Choong, like from her page, can you please give a like so that we know that you are all there's a big fan of following on that. Can you please give a like on that? Yeah. Now, when you say about this Women for Women conference, we also know that it's a 2 months campaign and leading up to the August 8th.
Yeah.
Now, I heard that today we are sharing it's going to be very interesting because August 8th is going to have a lucky winner from the 1,000 that we are expecting that are going to be participating there, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I also understand that there's this much I can support. That's why you and Yvonne are going to be by the inside, because inside this platform is going to be you helping them. I will be behind the scene. So you say that you're very excited to work along the team with you.
Yeah.
So what are the things? What other things that you feel that you want to learn from her besides being a woman? Knowing how to be a woman in a different environment. What are the things that you feel like you really want to learn from her?
So I have always seen her as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I've always seen her run her business, right? And I'm sure in this project, we're going to see that aspect of her. I actually want to see the woman side of her. And I'm sure in this project, I'm going to have a lot of opportunities seeing the soft side of her, the wife side of her, the friendly side of her, the friend side of her.
I asked this question because some of you, I'm so surprised that you never learned. I want to learn testing skills from her.
Yes. Yeah. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the trend setting,
yes,
but
yes.
because she is very trending in terms of, you know, trend setter, and she's very relatable in the end. So, well,
Definitely need that. That first time she comes out, you know, for an outlook.
it's so chic today.
Yeah.
And she wore chic, colorful dress today. Whatever that I'm seeing her today, I think it's the first time. First time I see her today. Maybe she don't know pull out from one of the latest collection because I kind of see her a lot of time. I know that like usually what she has. So the outfit I would say that is unique that I haven't seen before.
She's always firm and yet gentle. You know, strong and yet gentle.
I think that is very important. Right.
Yeah.
So we have some of them just come in and just say hi to you all. Now, if any questions that you'd like to ask this Penny, you definitely can put it into the comment form that we can more than happy to be asking her these questions. Now, this Woman for Woman conference, some of the men say, how come the men cannot be joining? What is the reason why men cannot join this Woman for Woman conference? Do you know? Or you don't know?
You tell me, you say that way.
Okay, generally we make it in such a way that man is not inside Woman for Woman conference. You know, remember that we talk about women voices in the society?
Yeah.
Sometimes the women voices are being suppressed. It's because there is a lot of domineering men around. Right? So when there is there's men around, the woman will automatically go into a different mode. Some, I'm not saying all, but some. So therefore, when it's in an environment that is all women, they will feel that it's more safer. That's why we have the all-woman parking zone. We have the all-woman this, all-woman that. We have all-woman buses, right? So all this is to prevent unnecessary, even sometimes there's men around, you also have to be more mindful about yourself, right? Whether it's for safety purposes or maybe for branding purposes, it can, you just behave quite differently in the all-woman zone and woman and man zone. What do you think?
I think now that you bring up the point, right, it's true. I mean, I'm just recalling and observing some of the environments that I'm in. My female friends actually open up more and they talk and share more when it's just only a female zone.
I agree with that. You see, all women and all men is different conversations, right? If that the whole group is men and women, also different conversations. So I feel that as much as we have the all men platform, I think it's fair to have the all women platform, right? But for the different purpose, it's not that we don't acknowledge the men, but of course, if you like to be supporting, we can always have a different way for you to support this Women Conference, right? We are very much also looking for sponsors and things like that so that you can be a part of it also.
Can you tell us a little bit more? How do they become a sponsor?
See, because you remember we are targeting the 1,000 ladies, right? The 1,000 ladies do not have to pay for the ticket.
Right.
Their ticket is being sponsored by other people who wants to see them grow well.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's very meaningful.
Yeah. So that depends. We already have some people are pouring in their donations inside. So they will be pouring in to support these 1,000 ladies who need this platform to grow.
Wow.
Now, the money taken will be used for this platform as for the marketing, and also for all the publicity, and also if let's say there's a decent amount, we also can pass it to the charity organizations.
Which is why, you know, when we talked about it in the beginning, I said it's very, very meaningful, especially the
Correct.
charity part.
It's also helping each other.
Yes.
Like you can see, there is always a way for you to help, right? Especially like these 1,000 when we select, days, we don't want them to commit because of the money don't be in this platform.
Right.
Right. So if anyone out there, you know, you want to just sponsor 1 ticket, 10 ticket, we're more than happy to accept it because it's all for charity purpose. And
So they will just decide which lady to sponsor? Is
no,
that how it goes?
no, they will sponsor. That we will do the selection process.
I see. Okay.
Because we cannot let. We also need to do our basic selection process so that we know that this 1,000 is the one that needed the most.
Makes sense.
Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So we'll be sharing our video promo and all these things so that more of you will be realize that. So of course, we also will be greatly supportive. And we have Evelyn in the house. Hi. We have Jaru, and we have Carol. And thank you for supporting. And in the house, just like, comment, and share. I'm more than happy to be supporting you. We also have Janet. I think Janet is in the house. Hi. Jeffrey, Chad, thank you for joining us. And G, thank you for joining us. Now, we have Annie in the house. We are having so far. We're talking about how you know that she applied women empowerment and also personal branding in her environment, especially in the network marketing environment. So here itself, we also promote about Women for Women conference, which is happening now because we just did the launch, and you have a 2-month online campaign leading up to the offline event. Now, on this part itself, beside being a part of it, beside working alongside Dr. Winnie Liu, what do you think that you're looking forward in terms of learning?
It will be, you know, the other partner, Yvonne.
Yes.
There is so much to learn from her as well.
Right.
But, you know, when I was interacting with her, my interest is also in properties,
Right.
you know, and her energy is actually so good. So I really want to know how she got into industry,
Right.
and her journey, you know, and how she basically used personal branding, you know, as well as how she empowered other women in her industry.
Talking about Yvonne, Yvonne will be our guest for next week Facebook Live. Yvonne is amazing, I would say that. Now she very willing to try out new things, and I have to give her the credit for that. And her energy is amazing, right? Amazing. I feel that both of you, I'm very selective about who to put into my project. I want to always put the people all about the like-minded energy. Now, all of you have, a lot of people have positive energy, but to have positive and like-minded energy, you must know that agak-agak you're almost like the same kind of people. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Positive may not be like-minded.
True.
All right. So you want to be positive and also like-minded. That one you need to be very mindful into choosing the right person to be inside.
Yes. I think it was instant rapport.
Right.
You know, the first thing it was instant
Correct.
rapport. Yeah.
And you know when you say that instant rapport, I love it so much because the pre-selection has been done by me.
Because you are
correct.
the master in
Correct.
this.
So when I pre-selection, I know that when you all meet, it will be instant rapport because you all have the same way of looking at life.
Do you know what's the interesting thing? Because we have instant rapport as well, right? We have common friends.
Oh,
we have common,
really?
We have common good
I didn't know of that.
Yeah,
like tell us a little bit about it.
Well, her god sister is a good friend of mine as well.
Oh, so you go out with that good friend?
Yes.
And the god sister go out with her?
Yes.
But you just never have a chance to.
No, we never had a chance to meet.
How you know that? Is because of Facebook?
Because of the launch. No, the pre-launch posters.
Right. Okay.
And both of us were tagged.
Okay.
And then my friend came. How you doing, Yvonne? So yeah, you're right.
The
about
beauty of it. Right?
Yeah, positive vibes, and we attract the same people as well. So we have good friends with same people.
Okay, amazing. See, the wrong direction. Proven times and again is correct,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so we have Datoli in the house. Hi Clarence. Hi Barry. So Barry say, oh, you rock. Okay, now thank you very much for joining. Now here itself we have Penny in the house to talk about this. Now we always talk about MLM or network marketing. A lot of people has always a lot of misconception into that. Now you want to share with the audience a little bit about how you're able to overcome this misconception and come out at so top in your company, right? I'm quite sure when you come in the early stage, you always have so many naysayers, including your own family members. I would suppose, right? So please share. I'd like to hear this part. Yeah, come.
Yeah, and when I did tell them that I'm going to venture into this, network marketing, and that's the response I get, right? And remember, like, and I do feel a bit like sad, right? But intuitively, I feel that if people understand where I come from, that I really care for them, like how I send you a care package and I personalize it for you. So if I care for them and about their health, then it's not about network marketing anymore. It is about them, And I think most friends gave me a chance because they realized that I come from the perspective of I want them to get better.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you see, I think you brought a very good point here because as long as the intention is right, everything is quite smooth. Because some of the people in this industry, the intentions are meant to close you.
Oh, never.
Yeah, I'm just saying that some of people in the industry, like their industry, they come to you. You know that how many messages comes to me at the end of the month asking me help because they need to fulfill their KPI. I'm not sure how to handle this. Frankly speaking, I love to support, but I support is because you're my friend. But if you ask me to support because you want to fulfill your KPI, I somehow feel I don't even want to support. But if let's say you support purely based on a friendship that you ask me to support, I'm more than happy to support. I'm not sure what do you think about what I say.
So when I share, I never share with the intention of closing.
Precisely. So your intention is right, means helping, right?
Yeah.
But some people they cannot master this. One hand they say from their mouth is to help, but it's to close. But compared to someone that is to help means they will help. I'm not too sure the audience know what I'm talking about, but I'm quite sure if you have been through it, you will know. The intention is right, but the intention is not right. You can safely tell from.
I think they can feel.
They can feel.
Yeah,
They can feel.
Yeah.
Even though the other person may not say it, you can feel it that they don't come with the right intention.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is very in that very too deep already. I don't know how to explain to you, but agak no, because there is something called gut feeling, and the gut feeling always correct.
Yeah.
So the gut feeling always right when we say about this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for you, I don't. From the day one itself, I don't feel any of it.
Oh my God.
So it's very good. So that's why I say that we really need to understand the fundamental of the intention. The intention is right, then it's very cool.
But I think that's how we get a negative kind of reputation.
Right.
But I believe that in every industry there will be people that does it the right way,
Right.
And give the right reputation and intention,
Right.
So I just want to focus on the right intention.
Every industry is the same, right? Your industry, her industry, my industry, everywhere the industry is the same. So we just have to do our part and make sure that we promote the good things.
Yeah.
Right? As long as we do our part, we promote the good things, we don't care about what other people say. We just do it. That's why here is how we go back to the first conversation. Okay? Don't judge before you know your person.
Yeah.
Don't judge the industry just because of a certain people.
Yeah.
Judge the industry based on what it can bring to you. Right? And follow the right leader because that is very important.
That's true.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, we have also Enlo in the house. Thank you. Hi. Say hi, Penny, and hi, Steve. So we are already
I
towards
see
the.
a lot of my friends out
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So now it's really towards the end already. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you one last question. That I said we need more kindness in the society. What do you think? Why?
Absolutely true. We do need a lot more kindness because it affects everyone else, and we don't know how or what it leads to the person doing.
Right.
So as much as we can, say kind things, do kind deeds.
Right. Okay, so be nice. Angel, hi. They say hi. So thank you very much. Now, do kind deeds. Be kind. Now, be kind not only say, we do it.
Mm.
Now, I also have one perspective to say that it's like, if I don't support you, it's not that I'm not being kind. Don't get it wrong with that perspective, right? Being kind means just now you asked me how come the guard downstairs, a lot of people that we went for dinner and so many people saying hi to me, is I have a tendency when I walk down from my home to my office, I usually say morning to all my guards, all the cleaner, all the sweeper, the gardener. I will say morning to them. Therefore, they are just repaying by acknowledging me. And I think that small little things is what we call kindness.
Yes.
At the basic level.
Yeah.
Right? And also make sure that saying please and thank you when someone hold the lead for you.
Correct.
Or saying hi when someone is in the thing. So I think all these things helps a lot.
You just highlighted something. It's not where everyone sees you. It's where what's important is where what you do when people don't see you, when there's nobody else, right? And you extend it to everyone else. And today I witnessed that. How come there's not just one guard, like all the other guards, the entire round was like, no, you won, and I realized, okay, you practice that.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that all the time because I feel like I empathize on them, like their job is so mundane. Now, so many people walk past them, like see through, and I feel that if let's say I could give them a hi and an acknowledgement, I think it will make them feel so special about themselves. And I feel that part of empathize is what we needed in society, to be seen. Like just now when we say woman voice needed to be here, every one of us are human. Every human wants to be seen, to be acknowledged. If we could do our part to make that happen, actually, a lot of people would like us, but in a sincere way, right? It's not that hard to make people like us. It's not very hard for people to do that. So I feel that part about giving people the acknowledgement that is needed, doesn't matter, don't judge whether which category, which level of society. I think that is the basic of kindness that we can do.
Very right.
Okay, so we have Casey. Casey say, what sacrifices? Last question, okay, we are going to end very fast. So last question. Casey say, what sacrifices do you make for your achievement? Any one sacrifices that you like to share?
Sacrifice. Wow. We were talking about this precisely this afternoon.
Right.
We're in an industry whereby we have so much time flexibility, right? And then we want to put everything together, right? And then that's when we realized, we cannot do everything, right? So initially, I felt that I sacrificed a lot because I keep focusing on work,
I see.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right? I realized the right mentor, allows us to focus on the right things.
Correct.
So in my journey, I'm very happy to have met the right people who's advised me and asked me to focus on the right things. So I get to basically be more balanced right now. So you will. I'm happy to be privileged to nurture the physical side of me, having time to go for Pilates, the nutrition side of me,
The
and also
family
the
side of
family.
it.
Yeah.
Now it's very important. I feel it's like you must make sure that every area of your life must be balanced.
Yeah.
Now you must follow a leader that believes in balance of life. You cannot follow a leader that just focus on just work. You cannot focus a leader who just focus on family only. It must be a family that understands the meaning of balance of life. And that is what we call the right leader to follow, because that is where you feel very calm and very, very peaceful and peace with yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that goes to this Facebook Live. We have so much in depth to understand about Penny, and I also learned a lot of things from Penny, and also get to know Penny a little bit more in depth. And please feel free to share it and also to rewatch this Facebook Live. Okay. Now, if you want to support the Women for Women conference, we'll be announcing the more details very soon. And other than that, thank you very much, Penny.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, audience. Thank you very much.
You.
Now, I will be leaving here, and the next is there will be a poster on our next week guest, which is Yvonne Hay. Yvonne Hay is the other mentor for the Women for Women conference. I can't wait to interview her and get to know her a little bit better and how she applied personal branding in her own industry. Other than that, stay strong, stay kind, stay power. Go through this crisis in amazing and bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah.